From beings hiding in the deep dark woods to a pack of giants spotted on mountains, we have for you the creepiest creatures ever captured. So stick to the end. This couple was busy having a good time while camping, unknown to the potential danger that was lurking nearby. It wasn't until they came back home and were checking the photographs out when they saw something strange. An eerie figure was captured in one of the selfies. It was right behind both of them, hiding behind a tree. At first, they disregarded it, thinking it must be a hoax or something. However, when they zoomed in on it, they were shocked to see that it was actually a big creature looking straight at the camera. The creature's face can be made out in the zoomed-in part, and we can see it has a resemblance to a human. But it surely was not a human. The picture was later given to the authorities, who tried their best to find any clues, but there was nothing to find. The case was disregarded, saying it was probably a fake. However, the couple always remained fixed on the opinion that it was some otherworldly being there. To this day, the mystery remains unsolved. This video showcases a place which the founders called a Bigfoot's Den. In the middle of snowy mountains, some hikers actually reached a place which they thought was quite suspicious. It was a cave, but open from both sides, made out of huge stones, like someone built it by placing the stones one over the other. Not just this, nearby the place, there were trees broken and broken branches everywhere. It seemed like a huge predator had been living in the area, stomping over trees and breaking them. The only thing this mysterious place in chaos could lead to was the existence of the infamous Bigfoot. The way the den was shaped, it was easy for a big-sized animal to move easily. However, the creature was actually never spotted in the area, so nothing was ever confirmed. Was it really the home of a Bigfoot, or was it just the doing of a human? I guess we would never know. This isn't really a creepy trail video or photo, but something I wanted to share with you. Known as the Beast Woman of Brazil or Mary de Jesus, this story dates back to 1964 in Peru. A woman who remains a mystery to all the experts and scientists to this day. Mary was a girl who resembled a gorilla more than a human. As we dive into the photographs of Mary, we see how her facial features were unlike humans, though there is a possibility that she might have been suffering from some paradox which the experts of her time were not able to classify. The myth remains that she is the closest to what a Bigfoot can be like, or in this case, a female Bigfoot. There is always a possibility that this can be somewhat of an explanation for the existence of Bigfoots. Maybe they are really just humans with such defects. Cameras can become the ultimate weapon if you are in for collecting evidence of the unknown. For instance, these two friends were able to capture not just one or two, but a whole group of huge beasts lurking high above the mountains. At the start of the clip, there is not much to see. However, as time passes and the camera focuses, we see a giant coming into sight. As time flows, a number of giant creatures, one by one, are captured in the eye of the camera. Considering the size of the beings, it is evident that they are not average humans. First of all, they are high above on a mountain. A human would not even be visible at such a height compared to the size of the mountain. There appear to be 4 giants, out of which one is the biggest and the other 3 are comparatively smaller in size. However, with only this clip as the sole evidence of their existence, there isn't much known about them. Trail cameras are usually a source of a glimpse into the wildlife and the moments of nature that are otherwise hidden from the human eye. However, these trail cameras can also be a source of some of the creepiest moments ever captured. Take this clip, for instance, which, unlike others, did not capture some otherworldly being, but instead a creepy human. The man comes into sight with something in his hand and suddenly notices the camera mounted on a tree. He then proceeds to come closer to the camera until his face is as close to it as possible. That's when he stops for a second and gives the creepiest smile possible. As the video was uploaded on the internet, it gave rise to hundreds of questions. Who was the man? And what exactly was he doing alone so deep inside the woods? But no answers to be found anywhere. Some people tend to think they can befriend wild animals like they can befriend dogs and cats. However, that is not always the case, because wild animals will always be wild. This video shows us one such case when a zookeeper had a really close call with a hippo. He narrowly escaped the huge jaws of the beast. Luckily, he made it in time. Otherwise, we can only imagine what might have happened to him. The hippo, on the other hand, did not stop with just one attack and tried charging the man one more time. No matter how cute these animals might look to people, they are animals in the end who have the ability to deal with humans in one blow. This footage was recorded in September 2023 when some unexplainable things happened at a house. The woman was sleeping peacefully with the TV on when she started to smell something weird. The smell was so bad that she woke up while coughing badly. According to her, the house smelled like rotten eggs or sulfur, which is supposedly known to be associated with ghostly activity. As she was on call with someone, telling them what was happening, the light bulb started sparking. And as if that wasn't enough, as she looked at the cross hung on the wall, it appeared to have inverted its position upside down too. That made the woman run out of the house, now sure that the house was completely under the control of some evil ghost. As she was out of sight, the happenings did not stop, and the bulb completely blew out. Was it really an evil entity in the house, or is there some other explanation for the happenings? I guess we will never know. Recorded a couple of years ago, this video captures a terrifyingly peculiar sight where a huge beast is spotted sitting near a lake, trying to drink water. For a minute straight, the beast sat there before getting up and moving on its way. If we look closely, the beast bears a striking resemblance to a gorilla, but the way it was walking and sitting, gorillas are not able to do so. The color of its fur and the face also look like a gorilla, but again, the behavior was like a human. Could it be that it was a Bigfoot spotted and captured by the man? Or is it just a gorilla who has learned how to walk and behave like humans? Well, whichever the case, the beast can be quite dangerous to humans. The man recording was lucky he wasn't spotted by it. This clip was recorded in the backyard of a house which was famous for being haunted. Some ghost hunters went inside to check it out, but when they found nothing, they decided to set a camera there, in case it captured something of interest. Little did they know, they would get exactly what they wanted. As the guys left, the camera started rolling, and it captured a small creature taking a peek at what was happening down there. The creature had glowing eyes and a weird physique. Although it appears for a few seconds, it is enough to know that the house might actually be haunted. According to the boys, they found nothing there and did not realize any kind of presence until they saw it on the video. The man who recorded this video did not realize what he had captured until he looked at it thoroughly. The clip is very short, and the creature in it is not visible until we slow it down and pay attention to it. Blended in perfectly with the trees and the mountains, the giant appears to have been going on its own way. Neither the giant nor the man recording realized each other's presence so close to each other, or it might have ended in a bloody scene. The creature's skin color did not look like a gorilla, although its size was just the same. As the video was uploaded on the internet, the viewers were quick to conclude that it was a Sasquatch. Considering how it was so well hidden in its surroundings, there is no doubt we don't have a lot of evidence of their existence. A Ring camera happened to record a weird sight on a rather regular day in a field. The short clip shows a huge creature taking long strides as it appears from the left, and quickly disappears towards the right of the field. Considering the huge size of the creature, it was not a human. Moreover, considering the appearance of the creature, it was not a usual animal either. But then, what was it? People on the internet had multiple theories about it, ranging from it being a human with a costume, to it being the dangerous beast that has been sighted in the area a couple of times. Everyone had their own versions. However, we could only get our hands on this video, and by the looks of it, the creature does resemble a Bigfoot, although the angle and the camera being far away make it a little suspicious as well. A man went out for hiking when he came across a sight that shook him to the core. Not too far away from him lurked a beast unknown to him. Even though he was scared, he managed to record a minute-long footage of it. We can see how, hiding in the trees and bushes, the creature is going on its way unsuspected by the human recording it. According to the man, he went to the place almost every day, but had never seen such a thing before. It was the first time he saw it and did not know what to do except recording it and uploading it on YouTube. The video was also given to the authorities. However, nothing was ever found about the creature even after a thorough search of the area. A curious visitor peeps in at the window. I've watched this video a few times, and with each shift in focus, another probability emerges. Is it a little gray man on his first abduction mission, or is it a black cat? The enhanced replay with more light seems to reveal a hairy humanoid creature covered in fur or leaves, with two glowing eyes that remains all but camouflaged in the dark. Let us know what you see. Wrong answers only. In the following footage, a guy describes seeing an unidentifiable creature near his fence. While recording, he captures an eerie scream emanating from the forest just beyond his property. The sound is quite terrifying, but is closely followed by a kind of bellow, which could be an animal in pain or the sound of deer or elk during rutting season.
And did you hear that?
I'm becoming increasingly convinced that living near the woods is a bad idea.
Oh.
This person is filming this through a window because they saw something terrifying moving slowly across their street. In a grainy footage, we can see them filming a small white slow-moving thing. It has the customary pale skin and elongated neck that has become common with these sightings. But unlike others, the torso is short and the creature is bipedal. This one is also smaller and shorter than others. It is clear based on the quality of the video that it has been zoomed in, and that coupled with the angle is an important clue in this puzzle. Are we merely seeing an elderly person walking in their garden from a height? If you have any theories, let us know. This video claims to capture some kind of cryptid, but if the dark, blurry, zoomed-in nature of it is anything to go by, this really could be anyone's guess. To me, it looks like they stumbled upon a badger minutes after it captured its prey, which may explain why it didn't just run off. There also appears to be distinct markings or stripes on the creature's face, which leads me to believe it's an animal. Watch closely towards the end of the video when it's had enough of the car lights in its face, and it turns to shuffle off. A distinct tail can be seen. There's a lot going on in this video. Two guys shooting the breeze while the driver motors at breakneck speed through a forest. His passenger captures the journey on video. Amongst the trees, and only for a fraction of a second as they speed by, a bipedal creature with dark fur is spotted running. Is this really a creepy stroke of luck, or an amateur filmmaker's first horror short? The dialogue itself seems pretty stylized and feels almost scripted.
It's like I got a friend, Jimmy. He's an alcoholic.
Let's watch that again in slow motion. What do you think? Is it real? This clip shows a mountain lion covered in snow, stuck atop a rock ledge. There are 3 dogs, all with trackers on their necks, baying the mountain lion up the side of the rock. Although it's hard to tell, the mountain lion is pretty massive. It's puffed up to look larger, but it is still thick and well muscled. It is unable to make a move since it is surrounded by the 3 dogs, which seem to alert the owner of its presence. Their barks and uneasy movements may indicate that they are alert on the mountain lion presence and seem to be warning the owner. The mountain lion appears to be calm and only keeps opening its mouth. Mountain lions have been known to ambush livestock and human settlement, and this dog courageously seemed to have chased it away and cornered it. With a mountain lion as big as the one in the clip, it's a good thing that it didn't turn and attack. It probably would have made short work of those dogs. A man walking in the forest stumbles upon a strange sight that is worth a shot. He captures a tall, huge figure standing at the top of the sloped forest. At first, we only see the figure's tall, towering stature, but when it faces the camera direction, we are able to make out some of the figure's features. It appears to walk like a human, but it has an abnormal height. It has a relatively small head in relation to the body and tall, lanky, long arms. We are not able to make out whether the figure had fur on its body. One might say it is a human with a large costume, trying to cause a speculation, but this figure is truly a remarkable one, and it could be a rare sighting of the Bigfoot. In the dead of night, a man and his daughter caught something watching them in the grasslands. As they shine their light into the dark, they happen to see 2 shiny objects that look like shining orbs. As soon as they move around, we can easily see that is a creature of some sort, and the glowing eyes could be actually stalking on them. The man notifies the creature that they know it is there.
I see you.
But it responds by drifting away. Perhaps it could be an animal who happened to pass by. And its attention was caught by the people in the grasslands, or something else that we don't know of and likes to walk around in the middle of the night stalking people. In this clip, a bulldog shows great courage when it comes face to face with a mountain lion. The clip begins as the dog appears to be scratching something off a tree. The dog catches the scent of something unusual and lifts its nose to figure out what it is. In the far back of the camera, 2 eyes of a mountain lion are seen keeping a close eye on the dog, as if waiting for the perfect moment to pounce on its prey. It moves away from the camera, and the lion starts to closely follow back. As the lion moves into attack, the dog takes notice and counters, scaring the lion and chasing it away. Imagine going for a walk late at night and coming across something straight out of a nightmare. This is exactly what happened to this guy who was on his usual walk after dinner when he spotted something weird on the ground. Intrigued, he went closer to inspect what it was. However, he was shocked to find out that it was a weird creature lying lifeless on the ground. Not knowing what to do, he took his camera out and recorded it. By the looks of it, the creature resembled a Bigfoot, but the size appears to be smaller. Could it be the ultimate evidence of the existence of Bigfoot? Although we might want to consider this as being fake, considering the fact that it can just be an animal looking like a Bigfoot. A video was posted on TikTok by a user who said they had caught a huge, deadly predator on camera, recorded at night. The video shows that 2 men were out for a hike quite late, and while on it, they sensed something weird. Upon closer look, it becomes clear that two glowing eyes, not so far away from the men, are staring into their souls. The eyes did not look like they belonged to any regular wild animal, but it looks like they were of a huge, deadly, and terrifying predator, waiting for the best chance to pounce upon the guys and eat them alive. There is a possibility that it could be a wolf, but that would be one huge wolf considering the size of the creature. Nonetheless, a scary situation to get stuck in, and very lucky to get out of it safely as well. When some guys heard of a haunted building nearby, they decided that they would need to go and check the building out by themselves and not believe whatever is famous about it. They set up their cameras and went inside one night, unknowing of what was about to happen. As they were wandering and looking at things, one of the cameras recorded something scary. There were two glowing eyes staring straight at the boys through the dark. The video is shaky, so the eyes could not be focused on. However, the small glimpse was enough to let the guys know that they needed to leave ASAP. According to them, they had seen the thing in the hiding and left immediately, deciding never to let curiosity take the best of them ever again. While camping with friends, this guy sensed something weird, so he got up to go and check what it was. However, as he got closer to the tree, a weird creature came into sight. Even though it is quite dark, we can see the creature disappearing behind the tree. As soon as the fire starts, the creature's face gets clearer, and towards the end of the video, we get to see its hand with slender, long fingers as well. The sight made the guy so scared that he ended the video abruptly and left the spot. Cameras can prove to be the ultimate source of evidence at times. For instance, take this clip for example. A woman entered her house and thankfully locked the door in time, because seconds after, we see two guys approaching the house. One tries to even open the door. They were in no mood to go away until the girl saw it on the camera and started screaming at the top of her lungs that she would be calling the police. The way the two men approached and tried to get inside, there is no doubt that it should be considered as an attempted abduction. However, the authorities were informed, and they are currently investigating the matter. Captured on a trail camera, this video looks like it came straight out of a horror fiction. A figure, which looks quite vague at the start of the clip, is seen moving slowly towards the camera. However, since it was night, the darkness makes it difficult to make out what the figure could be. It did not look like a human, as it did not appear to have arms or legs, neither did it look like an animal. The creepy figure gradually gets closer to the camera, but before we could get a clear picture, the video ends right there. Even though the video was uploaded on TikTok later by the trail camera owner, no one could identify what the thing was. All they could think was that either it was fake or it was a ghost strolling late at night. Going into places which have been closed for years and are famous to be haunted is not something people should do, or else they end up in situations they do not know how to get out of. This clip shows the same thing happening when a man decided to go inside a haunted building. At first, the light went off. Then, as he moved to the other side of the room, a black figure was seen standing in the corner. The figure had a weird, glowing red light behind it. However, this was enough to let the man know that he was in danger, and that he needed to leave as soon as he could. According to the man, it was a ghost which terrified him for months after the incident happened. Captured in 2023, this picture shocked the internet when it was uploaded. Taken by a trail camera, the picture shows a huge head of an unknown creature. It appears to have a big head with no hair and big eyes, although only one eye is visible in the picture. This terrifying picture had everyone in shock and wondering what the creature could be. Was it an alien or a bald drunkard very close to the trail camera? With just one picture, no one could tell what exactly it was. A theory stating that it was an alien became quite famous among the internet users. However, nothing was ever confirmed by the authorities or experts. For more captivating footage, watch this. Thanks for tuning in.